Hello, everyone. It's been a very long minute, or hour, or I should say, a little more than 2 months since I've recorded a video, and I wanted to give a little bit of an update as to what I have been doing. Long story short, 60 plus hour work weeks certainly isn't helping me when it comes to doing the videos that I've wanted to not only edit, but upload, as well as go and shoot. And as a result, you probably haven't heard from me in the past 2 months, both not just in the YouTube space, but also in social media. Haven't really posted in Facebook or Instagram or really any of the social media posts. Long story short, it's been really tough the past 2.5 months. Work has been quite crazy with 60-hour work weeks that I'm currently going through. There were times where I've really don't know if I'm going to really make it through the day just because of how much work there is. And I got a lot of help from one of my friends. I have to give a huge shout out to him. He helped me kind of through some of the difficult situations and just remembering to just be present. And what's meant by that is focusing on the task at hand for the day, for the week, and not really focusing too much more beyond that, because it's very easy, especially when it gets really stressful, to think about, well, what's going to happen a month, 2 months? Am I going to even get there? Right? And it's important to know when times get really tough, it's focus in on the task at hand and don't try to put your frame and mindset outside of that, because there's a lot of political noise that's happening in this country that was kind of getting to me, a lot of social media that was going on and distracting me from really focusing and providing probably more fear mongering, for lack of a better term. It's really frustrating with what mainstream media is doing. I mean, they're doing it because that's the headlines is what grabs them and gets them the income and the clicks, because that's how they go and make their money. So it's important. I actually went ahead and deleted one of my news applications, and that has helped me really focus in. And as a result, I've also had to go and prioritize a lot of work items, and I've also decided where I was going to try to save a lot of money, because fortunately, the work I now have a pretty good income. That always doesn't mean that I can't make more, but it's what do I do with the financial education that I have over the past while. So with the financial education learning and kind of having a lot of conflicting items that have come up and that I've had to go and deal with in terms of figuring out what's my priority, but also what's really the right thing to do at the moment, I've had to really step back and think about, well, what's the perspective that I am viewing things? What is the way that I am consuming information? Whether that is from word of mouth, from friends, from media, from social media, from news, from what books have to offer, right? And figuring out, well, what's the truth and what can I take away from this at the moment? And knowing that it's okay to let go of things that you can't control, and also being present to the process. Excuse me. Knowing that I can be present to the process and just enjoy what the process brings to the table, what each day brings, each hour brings, and know that I have faith in myself to be able to do the work that I need to do, to have the communication, to express myself, but also allow others to come with me to grow, to develop about not just things within the workplace, but also outside of work. What are the things that I value a lot? What are the types of dialogue that I have with folks? And it's helping me to kind of take it a little bit slower, where it's okay to be a little bit slow to go fast. And that's really been my mindset over the past 2.5 months, and that's why you haven't seen me post a lot, if any at all, or hardly communicate, because I'm really focused in on that moment to make sure that I'm just getting through to the day. Not just from a career standpoint, because I'm not so worried about the career in terms of being able to perform, but how do I go and have a healthy lifestyle that can supplement, if not augment, what I am currently doing. Because working 12 hours is going to be very challenging when it comes to doing other activities, whether that's working out or training or triathlon or even just other hobbies that I like to do outside of the sport, right? And this year I've kind of made it a goal to where I don't just only want to be known for triathlon, even though that is still something that I am certainly a part of. That's always going to be a part of my life, but I don't want that to be the only dominating factor as part of what I do, right? You see lately, or at least with a lot of the recent videos, I love to travel a lot, and traveling is something that I really enjoy doing and is something that I want to continue to do and have somewhat of a lifestyle around that, right? Because I enjoy it. And but it's also to keep myself in perspective of what it is that I really want to do and what do I really value. And as a result, you're probably going to see me post more travel videos, because I think that, honestly, that's part of the YouTube algorithm. Can't really go around that. But I think that's what people like more of, are these travel videos of reviewing these different class products that are out there. Speaking of which, that leads to, well, what's coming up in this channel? What's the next steps? Where is this channel heading to? So I still will do triathlon videos. That's not going to be anywhere out of the question. What I am going to focus a little bit more on is training and traveling, and training while traveling. A lot to take in there. So training videos, more of with the coaching business that I have. I still am continuing to want to invest in my education as a level 1 USA Triathlon certified coach. That is something that I think is still going to provide value for not only my education, but where can I go and share the wealth of knowledge that I have, but also learn and be humble to the process about the journey of being able to go from where someone may be and bring them up to not only complete triathlons, but to complete a journey in which is essentially a lifestyle change. So that's going to continue. But some of the videos that I have on backlog are travel videos as well as product reviews, whether that's with airlines, with lounges at airports, also hotels. Something that I think is an opportunity for me as well. What about some of the hotels that I'm going around in the world? And when I go on travel, I'm on the road. I'm going to be on the road a lot. And training while traveling is certainly not an easy thing, and it's not something that comes to mind for a lot of people. So how can you make the most with very long days when on business travel? What are the things that you can do? What are the tools that you can go and bring on that are very light to go in and carry on, but can provide a ton of value? Those are the types of videos that I'm eventually going to more focus in on, because I think that's where it provides more value to the community. But there will still be the race vlogs, and the 2 races that I have Ironman Oregon 70.3. My goal is simply just to finish happy for that race. And then I also have the Chicago Marathon, where I am hoping to break 3 hours. I ran 3 hours and 3 minutes this past October, and I know how to get there. Now it's, okay, can I be a little bit smarter with the training and put in a little bit more speed work to help me break through that 3-hour barrier and have a qualifying time for the Boston Marathon. I don't think I'm going to be able to qualify for Boston, simply because the cutoff time, I think, was 2 hours and 54 minutes, which is insane. Like, insane. So I'm not really focused on trying to qualify for Boston. If I qualify for Boston with the time I get, great. But my first goal is really get under that 3 hour mark. It's a magic barrier. I never thought I would even come close to that when I started doing endurance sports. So I'm going to really savor an opportunity to really put in the right amount of training where now I figured out a methodology that works really well. Now, how do I go and build on top of that? How can I build in a little bit more speed work? How can I be smarter about how I do the training, especially given the limited number of hours that I have? So I have to be very pointed and targeted with the approach. So I take you along with that journey. I'm also 3 months roughly removed from a broken elbow. The recovery has gone relatively well, although I feel like I'm kind of stalling a little bit when it comes to swimming. And I have a doctor visit coming on Monday to see where it is at in terms of the recovery. For those that don't know, I broke my elbow over a very uninspiring way on how to break an elbow, literally just tripping over a sidewalk and falling just flat, and the impact of it just shot right through the elbow and, well, broke it. So I'm hoping that I get clearance to be able to start some physical activity within the next couple of weeks, and that, of course, is going to coincide with a lot of travel. And aside from that, again, YouTube video updates. There will be a video with Austrian Airlines. So I'm going to be flying their business class and see what that's about. It's going to be a red-eye flight, so I'm very intrigued to go into flying to Vienna from Chicago. Also review Terminal 5, the new expanded Terminal 5. I know that they've gone through an expansion to double the gates from 20 to about 40 plus, so I'm very interested to see what that layout now looks like. And then also flying Air Canada on the way back on business travel, flying through Toronto. YYZ, I've heard, is kind of a notorious airport, so we'll see how notorious it is and see whether or not Air Canada is really lived up to be both for the hype of good business class or through the a little bit of fear in terms of the check-in and the ground service and that ground product. I really don't know how that's going to work out, and I hope that Air Canada does not have delays, because I've heard they are terrible when it comes to delays. So wish me luck for those, and then I'll take you along with me on the journey. But there you go. That's the update that I have. Appreciate everyone for following me, and I intend to hopefully post more as I go through this really difficult stretch in terms of my career, and hopefully as I start going on travel, I actually will end up having more time so that I can process videos and be able to get some content out for you guys. So with that, leave it down, comment down below. Love to know what your plans are over the next several months in terms of travel or any races that you have. And until the next time, in the next video, Yoshi out. And P.S. You might wonder what this box is. So, I have... Yes, I'm opening. So Team Zoot kits have come in. So the 2024 kit has arrived today, and I just not really had the time to go and open it. So you're seeing me unbox this for the first time. I have bought well, okay, I shouldn't say thousands of dollars, because no, it wasn't thousands, but basically a hell of a lot of gear. Stickers. I love all the stickers that they go and provide. I don't know why. I'm finding myself liking stickers more and more. And I'm going to sample what this cap is about from Team Zoot. They have the side vents. So, yeah, we'll kind of see how this goes about. And also got socks, towels. I've got my tri-kits in here and a whole bunch of other items that I've got to ultimately sort through. I do have codes for those that are interested in getting some discounted Zoot gear, so please go and send me a direct message if you are interested. Zoot gear, I think, has been amazing. And I'm looking forward to unwrapping these away from this video because I don't think you guys would like to see me, take my time with it. And then I've got my kits, which are all in here. I've bought both the standard Aero FZ, but also the P1 kit, like you'll see over here. There's the P1 kit for 2024 that I'm going to be trying out, which there's a few modifications to the kit from iterations from the 2022 and 2023 versions. So there we go. Now I'm going to say I'm done with this video. And, of course, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are and if you are interested in coaching. I am certainly available. You could go and see a link down in the description below with jltccoaching.com. I also have a dot card for those that happen to bump into me to go and get more information. And you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook with Yoshi J. Lee for Instagram, and my name separated with dots and then 378753. Yoshi J. Lee is the handle here on YouTube. And, of course, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, hit the bell notification, and until the next video, Yoshi out.